My work in general always has to do with the relationship between painting and cinema. So here the inclusion of two paintings come into direct contact with the moving image in a short little film, meant to sort of question the way that masculinity was constructed through the film industry in modern times. Yes, that's I think the challenge that we have is unlearning toxic traits and unlearning the way that we've been taught to exist in the world. And so in this case, you know, it's very pointedly thinking about masculinity and gender in the genres of la comedia ranchera, which is like the Western, the Mexican Western, and the Western itself. But also more generally our notions of nationality as well, of what it means to be Mexican, what it means to be American, in a broader sense, and how that's always represented through the most extreme sense of masculinity. Right? The heroes of the nation are always cowboys and charros. And if we start to think about them in that sense, it gives us the freedom to imagine other ways of being in the world. And so, without telling you what to think or do, it's just presenting the opportunity to rethink the stereotype. Yeah, well, color, I was talking to a very dear friend of mine, Alan Sierra, about the strategy of candy color as the Trojan horse of queer art. So making an image that is on its surface very appealing and draws you in, to then have you stay with it enough that you start to notice the inconsistencies of that sort of stereotype and poke fun. But in the video itself, there's a nice little anecdote where the charro suits, they're real suits of Mexican vaqueros and, well, Mexican charros. And during the pandemic, I was trying to make them with those colors. And I went to 6 different tailors, or maybe more, and they all said no, because they were forbidden colors in charreria. They were not manly enough. And they were scared of the repercussions that they would have as tailors in the community of charreria and being ostracized for working on what they consider to be homo colors, right? And so finally I found one tailor that would say yes, but he decided to stay anonymous. Until the end, he later saw the colors and was like, you know what, it's kind of nice, I want the credit. So that's when I realized color is political in a sense that it is gendered. It's also meant to signal, to generate signals, not just in gender, but in cultures generally. And if we begin to think about it in that sense, and again present the opportunity to reflect upon how color transmits ideas, then the work gets interesting.